Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I want to just briefly chat to you about the advantages of using a strategy building package like Expert Advisor Studio over buying an expert advisor online. Now, there are many advantages, but obviously the main advantage is that no expert advisor can be profitable all of the time. They will go through periods of drawdowns and they will go through periods of profitability. And the reason that we use a strategy builder is so that we can continuously generate new strategies based on the latest historical data to test how our expert advisors that we have created would work over those market conditions. So let's look at the screen quickly. This is a collection that I generated of the euro pound, and let's just look at the top three strategies. You can see that the equity lines all look quite different on them, and the statistics for them are all different. Now what you can see, for example, if you compare the top two, is that this one had a fairly straight equity line. Of course it had a few dips and it would go back up and a few dips, but generally speaking this was a nice stable equity line, a nice stable strategy. But the one below it, although the net profit is actually very, very similar, you'll see that it had much more dramatic moves. So it had much more moves going up and then a big drawdown and then another big move up. Then it was kind of stagnant and went down a bit, went up a bit, then another massive drawdown and then another massive growth. Whereas the one below is much more choppy. So it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So these three strategies, although the net profit is quite similar, they were profitable in very different times. When you buy an expert advisor online, you're basically buying one that has been tested over a certain period of historical data. The developer will normally show you an equity line that looks absolutely amazing because they'll show you over a particular section of historical data, so it looks great. But the problem is that eventually, if not already, that expert advisor will probably start losing you money. And then you don't have another expert advisor to actually compensate for it. Whereas with something like Expert Advisor Studio, you can continually generate as many strategies as you want. You can use historical data from different brokers. You can test the strategies with different brokers. You can go into the settings. You can change the symbol settings, so you can change the currency parameters. So you can really customize it to your broker and to your trading style. And you can do this over and over and over again. There is no limitation to the number of strategies that you can generate and test. Whereas with buying an expert advisor online, you have one and that's it. You're stuck with it. You cannot change anything in it. If market conditions change and it becomes unprofitable, you cannot switch it off and add another one because you don't have another one, or maybe you've bought more than one. They are so expensive and it would be really, really, really costly to have anywhere near the amount of expert advisors if you had to buy them than if you generated them. I mean, as you can see, this was just one collection that I generated in 10 hours and it's given me 83 profitable strategies because of the acceptance criteria that I used. And I will discuss this in much more detail in later videos. But based on the acceptance criteria that I selected when I generated these strategies, every single one of these strategies is profitable. Of course, some more than others. But the beauty of it is that each expert advisor will perform well over certain market conditions. And when we are testing them on our demo accounts, we can see immediately once we analyze them, which are performing well and which aren't in current market conditions. And then we can just select those to trade with live. So guys, that's about it in a nutshell. There are many, many, many more advantages and we will get into it as we get further in the course. And once I show you exactly how I generate the strategies and the parameters that I use, you'll really get a much firmer understanding on the benefits and the real advantages of using Expert Advisor Studio to generate your strategies and to later trade with them as an expert advisor. And of course, the one thing which is absolutely incredible when it comes to Expert Advisor Studio is that once you have found a strategy that you like, all you need to do to export it is simply click on one button and it gets exported, coded, programmed for you. No need to hire a developer, and that really saves you so much money and so much time. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.